Ciao ragazzi. I don't know if you can see it very well on the camera, but this is a little collapse that's between where the medium collapse I want to repair and where a lot of stones are. Yeah, I can see all these stones here, these big ones. They've all fallen down from above, and this pile here. And so one of those has taken out the edge of this wall here. So I want to repair this first so I know what stones go into this wall and what I can move over there and do that wall. So the first thing I've got to do is get it all down to a decent level. So yes, most repairs start with a bit of destruction to get down to a good base.
Sitting up tall, I hope I don't look too slow. Talking too loud, make sure I don't hear that call. Just smile a smidge.
So I'll give you the brief now. What you're going to see is on this platform here, I'm going to be building with good stones, but also bad stones. You can't have all good stones at the front. And then you build it up and then you backfill to make sure that they're solid and they're not rolling. This is a quick and dirty repair, which in my experience is how all the walls in Liguria have been done. So that one's not mine. That's an original Ligurian did that one. And so I build my walls in the vernacular. Like, they look just as irregular and crappy as all the other ones, but they seem to stand up. So we'll see how we go. Fast bow now.
Can't be called a bitch. Eyes up on the daily. Nah, I refuse to crawl. Deal with it, deal with it. Deal with it, deal with it. Can't seem to make it have that much sense. You're making me hold back to what expense.
Now we see one of the problems of this sort of stuff. I was trying to repair this little collapse here, and I moved a stone over there, and now I have this collapse. And I was just trying to take it back down, and you can see everything is rolled out. Don't know if you can see. So even though I've taken out some of the bad stones, like this stone here, look, that's just, it's a slope out, it's useless. I gotta take it out. That one's probably bad as well. And it's all overhanging. I mean, it's on bedrock, or big rocks, but it's overhanging. So I need yeah, this is turning into a much bigger job than I thought it was gonna be. But, oh, geez. Yeah. I don't want this lot to come down. That looks okay. So I just need to find something in here and brace against that. Oh well. Back to time lapse.
I'm done with it, done with it. Deal with it, deal with it. Well, I'm just checking. Do you always feel this threat? No, I can't explain how it feels to be put up on display. That's always been the way. Does that mean that it has to stay? Can't smile too wide, cause then they'll think that I wanna confide. Build it up so they can't see what's on the other side.
While I was at lunch, it started raining. But I got a good canopy over me here, so I'll keep working. This is the bit that I repaired before lunch inadvertently. I was meaning to repair that bit. This bit fell down. You can see how overhung it is. But the good thing is, the soil here is dry, which means there's not much water coming through. Everything else is wet. So it'll probably last for a while. But we'll go back and repair this bit here. Don't have that many rocks left, which is always the way. You think, oh well, those rocks fell from above, and the rocks from this wall, I should have enough rocks, but it's never the case. They just vanish. You always need more rocks.
other side.
It's something about your vibe and your essence. It was only for a couple of seconds, but I really fell in love with your presence. I graded that a A+ pretty. She said her makeup fitty. I told her with or without it, I'm breathless. We kicking it like Tekken. No, we ain't running from nobody, girl, we stepping. No, I ain't got time to play, cause I'm bringing that check in. If ever you feel threatened, I got you where my chest is. Just check in. On one hand, I'm feeling like it's the right move. Other hand, saying love a game that you might lose. She down to ride in whatever lane that I choose.
In that wall today, I wanted to make sure the rocks I found here were available, so I repaired this collapse, which made me create another collapse here. So that's all new wall top there. It's not very good. I don't use big stones on the top of the wall because I don't have good stones to cap, and so I end up using rubble piles. If I keep on top of the ivy and you don't get plants growing in there, I've ended up raising that probably yay high, which is good because it stops the water sinking in here and washing the dirt out. You want to, over time, I basically want to move the soil from here to there, so water sinks in about this level and gives a good storage of water for summer for the trees and doesn't take the rocks out. But anyway, so now I have a clear path. Or those are the rocks left over down here, not very many, but now I have a clear path to that collapse from where I'm going to get a lot of the rocks. Well, a lot of them are above. I don't know if you can see them over by the kumquat in the plastic tree there. Some of them are falling down there. Here's a big one I've started dragging up from below. There's a pile I can use, although I just don't want to undermine this wall here. It's kind of collapsed anyway, but that's the edge of my land there. Let's have a look at the wall I did below. So came down to this rock was replaced. So it's basically this triangle there. I resetted that one, and then it was down to this guy here on the overhang. So that triangle there has been redone. It's, oh well, if these guys, they're dry, which means there's not water coming through. That's the big thing that kills the walls, so that should be fine. Anyway, so that was a reasonable day's work clearing the path, to do more work. The lovely winter weather. It's snowing at Prato, so hopefully we'll go skiing there next week. Ciao!